as well. And they have a long history here in Ohio. They are longtime favorites and Summit member faves. Let's hear it for Red Wanting Blue. Yes! So, gentlemen, congratulations on the long-awaited Light It Up album.
Thank you.
And it's finally out just as of Friday, and it's been a couple years in the making on this. Like, it's been a minute. Well, the last studio album was The Wanting, which was 2018. Yeah. So what have you guys been doing? Jeez.
Yeah, we toured on The Wanting right up until a month before March 15th of 2020,
right?
Where we all know where we were when that happened.
Day. Yep.
And so we went into hibernation for a bit, like everybody, and then came out swinging, wanting to play shows. And at the same time, we sort of had a game plan on how we were making this record. And yeah, I'm very, very happy to say that it's finally here. It's done. We did it the way we wanted to do it. Yep. We didn't cut corners. We did it, exactly as we wanted to. And now we get to go run around the country all over again and play it for everybody.
Right. Well, and just with the release, a bunch of concert dates were announced for like summer and fall too.
Right, and there's more coming too. We just wanted to make sure we got dates out right away for the summer. We're going to be busy. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Back on cycle, as they say in the record world, right? Like the brand new release, and we're just so pleased to have them here in Studio C today. Red Wanting Blue. Let's start with the first song. Which one do you guys want to do first?
I think we want to go with "Light It Up."
Let's do it.
The title track of the record.
Single. Here we go. Yes.
Is that okay? All right.
Lost, so cold. Is there a light waiting for me at the end of this dark road? It makes no sense. We make our choices but don't want to face the consequences. With writer's block, I hit the block to the store, staring down a wall of alcohol, thinking should I rent tonight or just get wrecked. While you're somewhere back home thinking bad thoughts about me, like am I still the man I used to be? Was I even close to this version you see of me now? We're all just looking for the somewhere we belong. Wanna go and save the world with a song. Everybody deserves a chance to win. One time. We're all just looking for the someone we wanna hold. Let our dreams set fire to the core. Every day there's a new chance to begin. So light it up, strike this match, and hope for gold, or it's more depression down the hatch. But don't pass this up. I become a monument for all the things that I've messed up. Record stop, you hit the lock on the door. Here's to another night left alone. Did we make it there alive or did we wreck? While I'm somewhere on the road, living in between the man I am and the words I sing, struggling to be someone you believe I could be. We're all just looking for the somewhere we belong. Wanna go and save the world with a song. Everybody deserves a chance to win. This time, we're all just looking for the someone we wanna hold. Let our dreams set fire to the core. Every day there's a new chance to begin. So light it up, light it up. 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 Light it up. We are or somewhere we belong. Wanna go and save the world with a song. Everybody deserves a chance to win. This time, we're all just looking for the someone we wanna hold. Let our dreams set fire to the core. Every day there's a new chance to begin. So light it up, light it up. 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 Oh. Light it up, light it up. Light it up, light it up. Light it up, light it up.
Oh, what a great time. We have Red Wanting Blue live in Studio C. It is a packed room here today with Summit members, longtime favorites in our area. That was the title track to the brand new album, Light It Up. And they do have that album here, autographed even, available today and on CD as well, and some shirts. So here we go with the great new album. How does it feel, Scott, like after, years in the works and and I know you're kind of a perfectionist about this stuff too. I just happen to know you take a lot of hands-on with the artwork and the little things and of course the lyrics. So when you finally release that piece of artwork, that's collectively such a big deal, what's that feel like when it finally comes out and people can react to it?
I mean, it feels amazing. It feels wonderful to see so much work go into something, and then you hold it on. It's bizarre that it's so small.
Right.
When
yeah.
you look at it, you're like, I feel like we built a house.
Yeah.
With all the stuff that all the time that we took for it. But it feels amazing. It feels amazing. I especially love being able to look at it. I love this record. The cover, the album cover is probably my favorite, I think, to date of everything we've ever done. And it was an albino deer from Mill Creek Park, so it's from our stomping grounds out here. So which is very cool. For those who didn't know, it's not a unicorn. It's actually
looks a little bit like a unicorn,
yeah.
But it's pretty neat. What does Ohio mean to Red Wanting Blue after all this time?
It's home. Yeah. I mean, it feels like it's where it all started, and it's where we continue to keep playing music, writing music. So yeah. Ohio is kind of runs through all of the band, everything that the band is. That's where we start. It's where every tour starts and every tour ends in Ohio. So
right. What and give us the history timeline too, because what was the first year? You guys came out of OU and Athens back in the day.
Yeah. We referred to 1996. Fall of '96 is when we made our first CD. It got printed, and just like this, there was a moment where you got to crack it open and smell it. And I remember we ordered them through a company in Pensacola, New Jersey called Disc Makers, and we felt like we were going to blow all the local bands out of the water because they had tapes, and we were like, we have a CD. We are going to just smoke everybody. No, it was amazing. And if I could share, it's funny to see how time flies, because with this weekend, with the album coming out on Friday, we've been hit up by friends and family and saying, so happy it's out. And I got a lot of those kinds of messages. And then I got a message from a friend of mine in college who was there when the band began. And his message has said nothing. He didn't write anything. He just took a screenshot. And it was a text thread that he had with his son, who is now at Ohio University. And the message said, Dad, me and I think his friend was named Tyler. I can't remember, but he said, hey, Dad, me and Tyler stayed up later than everybody else playing pool till 5 a.m. And then he said, I was missing home so bad, I started playing All Red Wanting Blue and singing, screaming out all the lyrics. It was so fire. And then to see underneath his dad being like, proud of you, son. Love you.
That's right.
It was the best message I got all
That's
month.
amazing.
I was like,
oh, how about that?
To see the years go and you go, wow, okay. And he did a good job in, educating his son with Red Wanting Blue music. So.
That is some good musical education. How do you guys think back on your time in Athens? Like, what do you love about that city?
I mean, it's just where things started for me, and I feel I'd love to get back there and play more. I know that now that the Summit's got a footprint down there, hopefully we can do that. But I always, being a kid who grew up in New Jersey and then going out to school there, it was very clear that while that's a wonderful, wonderful little bubble of a community, it's 100 miles from pretty much anywhere. So we knew we were like right away driving up to Columbus, and even before we graduated, we were like, Columbus is where we're going to go as soon as we, it's where the highways meet, east and west and north and south for the state. And so I wish we played there more often, so
we can make that happen.
Let's make that happen.
Let's make that happen. Well, and I got to tell you, so just over 2 years ago, we added the 90.1 station, a repeater station of the Summit FM in Athens, and the response has been terrific. And they didn't have, we knew our music and our style would go over well, but they didn't really have a station like us doing all music. And it was really, we knew the music scene mainly because of like you guys and Camp. And Jonathan Edwards back in the day, like that's why we wanted to buy and add that radio station. So that's the thick friendship that we have with you guys.
You guys are taking over the entire east coast of the state.
That's right. Bowling Green, you're next. So very good. Well, all the cool college towns and such an Ohio history with Red Wanting Blue. Let's do another song off the new album. Which one next?
84? Yeah, 84. That's the first song that you guys played.
Right. Yeah, so, this was a single like a whole year ahead. More than that even. Yeah.
Like you said, we were perfectionists. We wanted to make sure the record was right.
Yes. We are live in Studio C. It is a packed audience of Summit members here for Studio C with Red wanting blue. And like we were saying, this is their first visit to the new Studio C facility. You guys actually did the very first ever appearance at our old place back at the old school building. That was 2012. And you played there for Studio C probably 4 or 5 times through the years, but we moved here right before the COVID weirdness, as a matter of fact.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
Yeah.
Well, you've leveled up. It's a beautiful,
yes.
beautiful facility. Beautiful facility.
Yeah, how about that? It's it's a really top notch. And now we're doing officially doing video and audio. So the bands love doing Studio C because it's a TV show and radio show at once.
When we first came in, I thought we were like, oh, well, we'll have no choice. It'll have to be acoustic because, I thought it was going to be a small, very intimate stage. And you guys have like rock and roll shows in here now. So
yeah, that's right. That's right.
So we thought, okay, we're going to play some rock and roll music.
That's right. We got to keep the front rows from moshing too much. So, yeah. So guys, tell us a little bit about the release event that's happening at Westside Bowl here Sunday night, June 9th. The album came out Friday, but Dean was on his way back from Europe, so we're waiting till Sunday. So, yeah, tell us what to expect out at Westside Bowl tonight.
Well, we wanted to do a listening party because it's something that, despite being a band for as long as we have, we've never really done any type of Q&A for all the work that we put into making a record. And outside of things like with the Studio C session, where we're getting asked a few questions here and there, we wanted to do it proper. We talked about it as a band. Dean, I know you had comments about this. Do you have a microphone? Oh, no, I thought we got you a microphone. Here, it's coming over. Okay,
that was intentional.
But we wanted to do some. Yeah, we wanted to have a special, just a party where we could talk about the music. And you got the mic? Go for it.
I think you just said it. Yeah, we wanted to.
No.
We spent so much time on these records, years, lifetimes, and then that was really serious. It's supposed to be funny, guys. Give me a little laugh here, okay? And then, it's just digitally there, and then it's gone, and then maybe you'll see a show or something, but it's like, these are the moments where we want to, like, get into every nook and cranny of the record, listen to it, make sure, the headphone thing is amazing. It's, like, undirect, you're just you're there.
So it's like a silent disco, like, headphones.
Silent disco headphones, so that everyone can put them on, we'll all look like we're in, it's going to look very funny to the people that don't have them
outer
on.
Space.
We're going to see us all sitting there listening.
If you haven't been there, Westside Bowl is a bowling alley first and foremost, and so it's a rather noisy place. So in order to focus on the album, we're doing the headphones.
We discussed them not bowling during that moment.
Right,
so,
exactly.
While we did this, so
yeah,
we didn't just say like we'll take lane 12 and 13 for this. We said no. They were very, very. We've had a really great relationship with them. Nate over there he's wonderful. We've been playing multiple. What do we got over there? We got a little something.
We had a small phone interruption.
But
we're okay.
Oh, okay.
We're okay now.
Okay,
yeah,
gotcha. No, but Nate's been wonderful to us, and it's a very loved place by the band, so we thought it'd be a perfect spot.
Totally. Well, because Westside Bowl is such a neat community, the bowling alley, concert venue. They have a restaurant that's actually good. Like, we're not talking like bowling alley fried food or whatever. Like, people actually go there as a destination restaurant. And there's a record store in the bowling alley. Dean, tell us a little about Cycle Breakers.
It's my store. What can I say?
That's right. Yes.
It has the best stuff, the best prices, best variety, best owners. Me and my friend Adam run the shop. And yeah, once again, Nate is the guy that he's lived in Youngstown, grew up in Youngstown, was not tired of not having a place to go. So he created literally an adult fun house also for kids. But it's just, there's so much to do. I just saw a video that there's pinball stuff in front of the record store now. So there's just literally anything you want to do, you can do at Westside Bowl.
It's a cool hang for sure. Yeah. So Cycle Breakers Records years ago was the pro shop, right?
Yeah. Somebody walked in before I left for this last trip. Someone walked in with a bowling ball and said, "Can you re-drill these?" And I was like, "What? Look around. There hasn't been a pro shop for like 25 years, but sure, yeah." Should have said, "Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll do it." Record business is hard. I'll do anything for a couple bucks.
That's
you know?
right. That's such a Youngstown story, though,
really
too.
is.
I really love that. Yeah. So
No, the Youngstown story is. No, I can't. But I know a guy. He's down the road here. Let me connect you.
there
Yeah.
you go.
I
Yep.
always know a guy.
Talk to them about the pickle pizza.
Oh, they got
yes.
pickle pizza. Yeah, another COVID thing. Nate was doing this thing where a lot of bands would do a pay it forward thing, buy pizza, and I don't know who came up with the idea of we're only doing pickle pizza for this next round. So there's 10 free pizzas, I think, or something, and people gobbled them down. Then that became a thing, and now it's like it really is a thing.
It really
Pickle pizza.
is a thing.
It's delicious. Try it.
Anybody who comes tonight, we've got all you can eat pickle pizza.
That's amazing.
And lighted up music with headphone disco. It's gonna be
pretty
scene
cool.
for everybody.
Yeah. They also do a pierogi pizza there too,
Yes,
with
they
like
have.
the potato pierogies baked right on. It's pretty amazing. Gosh, I love Youngstown. It's so great. Gosh, I love Ohio. Well, Red Wanting Blue are our friends and guests here for Studio C, and we're kind of listening to some live versions off the new album, Light It Up. And which one next? Let's do another song.
I think want to do Run for Your Life. Let's do Run
Let's
for Your
do
Life.
it.
And I want to go ahead and commend, by the way, because Dean, you flew in last night. You got in, and we've never actually performed in this configuration before. Those that are listening that can't see, Dean's playing definitely a different type of kit for this
Yes.
for this situation. And
There's kind of a travel suitcase
I'm having
as
fun,
part of
yeah.
the kit. Well, all right. This is Red Wanting Blue live in Studio C here for Summit members and on the radio on the Summit FM.
Out on the streets, cause the bars are all closed. Everybody's 6 feet apart, I suppose. Someone's got Born to Run on a car stereo. But I'm born in the USA. But we don't get what we want. Oh, hey, DSA. I say a lot, you say a lot, they pray a lot. But it's all talk, it's all talk, it's all talk. I say a lot, you say a lot, they pay a lot. We're all just out of luck. If you meet me halfway, I'll meet you in the middle. On the run for our lives. But if you feel the same way as I do, even a little, go unite these divided states. Wouldn't ask them, oh, but who's to say? Well, if I give what we want, oh, hey, DSA. I say a lot, you say a lot, they pray a lot. But it's all talk, it's all talk, it's all talk. I say a lot, you say a lot, they pay a lot. Yeah. We're all up on just out of luck. If you meet me halfway, I'll meet you in the middle. Born to run for our lives. But if you feel the same way as I do, even a little, go unite these divided states. Oh, I say a lot, you say a lot, they pray a lot. But it's all talk, it's all talk, it's all talk. I say a lot, you say a lot, they pay a lot. Yeah. We're all just out of luck.
Well, it is a delightful packed room. We've got a full audience of Summit members. These are the perks of being a Summit member and getting invited to all of our great events and Studio C performances. It is the Summit FM with Red Wanting Blue for the new album, Light It Up. Congrats again, guys, on that excellent new release. A long time in the making. And so run us through kind of what happens for the summer and this first batch of concert dates that has been announced.
Well, we decided to take July off.
Yeah.
We really did. We intentionally did it. Historically, every time we release a record, we're always running
right.
very, very busy, playing lots of stuff right as soon as it comes out. And we did notice a trend that would always happen, which was people were, still processing the new music because they just got it or they'd never heard it before. And so as we've gotten wiser in our older age, we decided to let everybody enjoy the summer. So we're playing a few things here in June. And then we're kicking off in August, and we'll be running around. Hopefully, people will then at least be able to say, "Oh, I know the songs. I'm familiar."
Right. Some time to sink in with the new record.
Yeah.
And then tell us about the Rock Boat that has become an annual thing for the band, and what's that all about?
It's a floating music festival. It's on a Norwegian cruise ship, and it takes place.
It's in January?
It leaves in Miami and goes all around the Caribbean, and usually there's different destinations year after year. It takes place at the end of January, early February usually. We've been very lucky to be a part of that community for the last 10 years plus. How many? 12. We've been, 12. So this will be our 12th. 11th boat?
Yeah.
11th boat or 12th boat?
This is the one, the guys
11.
from Sister Hazel started this, is that right?
They did. The Sister Hazel started it 24 years ago.
Wow.
And they're Florida guys, so they're a lot closer to the cruise terminal.
Yeah.
But they had the wild idea, we could do it. What if we rented it out, and what started as kind of just a fun, novel thing to do. And I forget who else. I think Freddie Jones' band might have been one of the bands. I forget who else started it, but it has turned into its own, massive industry.
Well, I saw that next year it's Walk the Moon, which is like a kind of and they're on hiatus. So this is a big deal that they're doing the Rock Boat. They're not split up or anything, but they're not actively playing right now. But a bunch of big name bands. Our friend Will Hogue is going to be on the boat.
Yep.
Our friend
Will, we love Will.
Will and Welshly Arms from Cleveland are a part of it this year.
We're lucky that we've got Ohio is such an awesome place as far as music. Welshly Arms are from Cleveland. Walk the Moon started in Cincinnati. We're calling Columbus, Ohio, our home. But Ohio. If they feel like all these bands, Ohio's our home, and So Ohio is definitely representing on the Rock Boat.
On the Rock Boat.
I still think that Rolling Stone should, get it together and do a whole spread on Sister Hazel and how they were able to create this thing, because it is its own industry. It's amazing.
Well, it's a real community.
They don't get enough credit
too.
for it.
Like people go on this year after year, and it's like a major vacation for a lot of fans.
Yeah, I don't personally know why people go on cruise ships without music festivals.
Right, totally.
I don't know what you do. We don't know what you do all day. You're there's no bands to go see.
Only so many magic shows you could see.
Yeah, it would be definitely a little sleepier. So if you're
right.
looking to get rest, maybe that's not the cruise ship for you. But it's really wonderful. It really is it's a unique thing. It's something we look forward to. I dare say it's probably one of the brightest feathers in our cap as a band.
Well, you've
getting
told
to be a part
me
of
too. Hasn't this been really important to the band, breaking out new fans all over the country? Really?
Yeah, I think it's sort of it's a hard.
It's assured us definitely that we play anywhere, there'll be somebody, at least 2 people there.
Right.
They'll be from the Rock Boat. We play Bozeman, Montana. I don't know about tonight, guys. And sure enough, there'll be some Rock Boat people there.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah. No matter where we go, how remote.
Yep.
Yeah, someone will find a way to be there and say, "Hey, we saw you guys on Rock Boat 17 or whatever it might be." They're and I think that's what's so beautiful about them is people go to festivals year after year, but there is something about being on a boat for that long together that you can't help but create friends. And if you come back year after year, you begin to say, oh, well, what hotel are you getting, staying in before you get there? And then, people just they get friendships, and then those friendships carry through the whole year. We'll go play in Indianapolis next week. Is there 2 weeks? In a couple of weeks, we'll be in Indianapolis, and there's a huge rock boat community there in that town, and people will go, oh, we'll just come along for the weekend. And so it's like mini celebrations throughout the year, and then there's one big master Super Bowl of celebrations on the boat.
All right, well, mark that down. That's pretty fun. And then on a similar level, what has the radio airplay meant to you guys here at the Summit and really all around at the supportive radio outlets? Does that still matter to the bands?
Absolutely. I feel like we've been very fortunate to be supported by a lot of independent radio, but none quite like you guys. You guys have, been so supportive, and we certainly hope that. That's why we're here today on Sunday for you, Brad, and you guys,
Sunday
because
visit. Yep.
We were playing. We were playing multiple sets down at Barley. Is Barley still down there?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. We used to play 2 sets, like 3 hours worth of music. Before you guys.
This was a long time ago.
Yeah, that's what I was going to. I was going to bring up Barley's because every so often I'll run into people that are like, "We used to see them every week," and that was.
I felt like we did play there every week.
Yeah, we had to beg them to move the basketball hoop and the cornhole things from the dance floor.
That's a lot of things.
Please, can you just move the basketball hoop?
That's the Barley House downtown Akron, right? That's
I met my wife.
It's a lovely place, but we got to thank you guys for getting us out of there.
I was just going to say, I met over at Kent. I met my wife at the Robin Hood, which is, sadly, that's no more. I think it's a patch of grass next to a Wendy's. But again, time flies.
Oh, the
venue.
We're showing
the venue, the Robin Hood. Yeah,
I thought you meant the marriage, and I was like, what?
Oh no. She's just over there.
She's
so
right here. Jen
nice.
is right here in the room.
Yeah.
Hey, and how about a hello to the Red, Wanting Blue family and relatives
That's
and
right.
the kids?
Thanks for coming,
We have many
family.
kids in the room today, too.
Yeah.
We signed each of them up as members before the session, so that's great.
I also want to say, Brad, I think the first time we ever met you was on a Sunday.
I think it was.
We were doing a tour with Revivalists before their big hit, and so we were touring.
And this is before I was in Ohio. This was
you were
Virginia,
Charlottesville,
Virginia.
And it was like Sunday. Once again, we do anything we can at radio. We'll do the 6 a.m. Good Morning Dallas. We'll do the midnight slot, whatever, just to grease the whatever you grease. Anyway, so we're there and we're like, who's on the Sunday shift? Like, what's going on? We all slept in the parking lot in our bus.
Yeah, there was a bus.
The doors swung open, and we're like, oh, God, maybe this is the radio guy. It was swung open. It's 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. or something. You were like, hello! It was the greatest Brad Savage ever. And then like a few months later, you're like, we're gonna be in Ohio now. We're like, well, we love this guy already. So, but it feels like a full circle of we're back on a Sunday. Appreciate it.
It's so amazing. Isn't life amazing like that? Well, our good friends Red Wanting Blue are here in Studio C, and how about one more from the new album?
Yeah.
Is it Goliath?
I think that's the one. That's the one we wanted
Tell
to
us
play.
about this song, because we did the radio world premiere with this back around Christmas and New Year's. You gave us an advance, like the record label didn't even have it yet.
I know.
And we had you cut that intro because it wasn't on streaming or YouTube or anything. It was like listen to the radio to hear the new song before anyone else.
I
don't even think the families had heard it yet.
Yeah. The label gets very uncomfortable. I like making them mildly uncomfortable, and that was one where it's like, what if we give it to the radio? And they're like, but they eyeballs. They're like, it's not going to be out for like over 6 months. And you're like, that's okay. They're trustworthy. Okay. Let them play it. No, I think it's. Again, thank you for taking it on and playing it, and it's been that was a song that was again topically. It's kind of attacking that David and Goliath. A lot of David and Goliaths going on in the world right now. A lot of stories like that. So couldn't help but feel inspired and compelled to write about it. So, and it's been fun playing it.
Take it away. Yeah, this is certainly a new classic off the Light It Up album. This is Red Wanting Blue in Studio C on The Summit.
Go in the name of love. Go in the name of peace. Go in the name of reassembling the pieces to be our new day's just begun. We are proud. Our kind don't bend about. Say it loud. There's no stopping us now. There's no stopping us now. In the age of giants, bring on Goliath. We'll take him down. Oh, we are waking up. Get rid of the make-believe. Let's show the world that we're not pretending to be bold, to be young. Our new day's just begun, and we are proud, so say it loud. There's no stopping us now. Would you believe that if we go in the name of love, nothing's gonna stop us now? There's no stopping us now. Oh, in the age of giants, bring on Goliath. We'll take him down. There's no stopping us now. There's no stopping us now. Oh, in the age of giants, here comes Goliath. Let's take him down. There's no stopping us now. There's no stopping us now. There's no stopping us. Could you believe it? Believe it?
Oh, sounding great for Studio C for our Summit members. Longtime Ohio faves, Red Wanting Blue. That's Dean Anschutz on drums. Thank you, Dean. And Mark McCullough on bass. Vocals, Scott Terry. And then we've got Eric Hall with guitar and we've got Greg, of course, Greg Rahm on piano. Thank you, guys. Hey, not to put you on the spot, but like it's a radio show, it's a TV show. It would be fun to do something surprise at the very end.
Would it, Brad?
It would be so fun.
What spontaneous
Very
requests you have?
spontaneous. I saw what's about to happen is I saw them do this at the show out at Westside Bowl in May, and you had a special guest vocalist join you at that point from the building. Anthony LaMarca sang on this.
Yeah.
But
and Money Cat.
And Money Cat was there too.
They happened to be in town and they jumped on.
And JD Iker came up.
JD Iker came up. Yeah, it was
Yes.
a fun. It turned into a little hootenanny.
It was a hootenanny cover song moment. By the way, I want to say thank you to you guys for playing our 330 day twice back in March. Kind of pretty much our biggest station event of the year. And we had a special acoustic version of Red Wanting Blue for that, because I think Dean, you were off with the Zombie. Dean tours with the Rock and Roll Hall of Famers, the Zombies. Like in his spare time, he was just in Europe with them, and then Eric was playing with that Celtic group, right?
That's right.
Yeah, Gaelic Storm.
Gaelic Storm, yeah. So it was the other three that did 330 day, but really
We held
cool.
the fort down.
Yeah, it worked out great. And you had to do 2 shows in one day because we did it twice that day.
That's
too.
right. That was great.
Yeah. Kind of like today with Westside Bowl later tonight. Is anybody coming from our audience coming out to Westside Bowl?
Y'all
tonight
should come
too?
out. It's going
Yeah.
to be fun.
Yeah.
We have extra headphones. We'll
Silent
get you set up.
disco with Red Wanting Blue. But yeah, so I kind of bothered the guys and I was like, that cool cover that you did would be really cool if you could do it in Studio C. So do you want to try it?
Well, I remember telling the guys, I was like, I don't know how we're going to do that acoustic. But then again, we've turned into it's a rock and roll show up here.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I think we could probably try.
All right. Should we say what song it is, or should we? Maybe we shouldn't say.
No, I think we should say.
Okay.
Yeah, and if anybody knows the words, they're welcome to sing along.
That's right. This is a Talking Heads
That's the
song.
kiss of death.
It is a bit of a kiss of death. I'm not going to lie, because it's kind of a deeper cut.
Right.
I thought that it was a song everyone knew when we talked about playing this song, and it turned into not everybody knows this song.
But
So a lot
it
of people-
is a song we've played on the Summit for 30 years now.
Oh,
so,
good.
yeah. So
Okay.
I hope our Summit fans and Summit members will know it.
Okay, audience, you have to sing along. You hear that? That's what Dean says. Okay. Done. All right. The only words you need to know are wild, wild life. That's it. That's all you got to know. There it is. All right. We got the right generation. I know, exactly.
That's right.
The kids, they didn't know. They didn't know. All right. And thank you all again.
I'm wearing the pajamas I ride a hot potato. It's tickling my fancy. Speak up, I can't hear you. Here on this mountain top, I got some wild, wild. I got some news to tell you. Oh, that's some wild, wild. Here comes the doctor in charge of the boat. She got some wild, wild. And in the way you like it all. Living wild, wild. I wrestle with your conscience. You wrestle with your partner, seated on a windowsill, but he spends his time behind closed doors. Check out Mr. Businessman up the road. He got some wild, wild on his way to the stock exchange up the road. He got some wild, wild. Pick it up as he opens the door up the road. He's doing wild, wild. I know it's the way you like it all. Living wild, wild. Peace of mind, it's a piece of cake. Thought control, like sitting up, pins and needles, things fall apart. The scientific, sleeping on the interstate. Oh, and getting wild, wild. Check it in and check it out. Oh, I got 'em wild, wild. Spending all of my money and time. Oh, on too much wild. Some wild, wild. Take a picture here in the daylight, oh, and it's a wild, wild. You've grown so tall, you've grown so fast, oh, wild, wild. I know it's the way I like it, oh, living wild, 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 wild.
Well, now that is how you do a cover song in Studio C. That is pretty great. Red Wanting Blue, ladies and gentlemen. A packed crowd for our Wayside Furniture and Blind and Sons Studio C live performance. Congratulations to Red Wanting Blue on the release of Light It Up. And the band is here. They have copies of the album here. They'll do some autographs and photos and so forth. They've got some T-shirts and CDs as well. But these are the perks of public radio and being a member of the Summit. Give it up one more time for Red Wanting Blue.
Thank you, Summit.